Hello, my name is Youngjun Chang, and I am a founder of Biot Korea, a startup developing first-in-class medical robotics platform for both diagnostics and treatment. It is my great honor to introduce Biot Korea to the foremost medical experts present here. Our company was established in 2017 with the goal of creating a first-in-class medical robotics platform that would bring about positive changes in the lives of both patients and clinicians. We currently have 3 GMP-class facilities in Gwangju and Seoul. Along with our brilliant researchers, we have been collaborating with many renowned medical doctors in various hospitals to develop our platform. Currently, we are fundraising for our Series A round, reaching out to various investors, including those who participated in initial seed funding. We currently have 2 medical robotics platforms for both diagnostics and treatment in the pipeline. So I would like to first introduce about our stem cell navigator. Today, most cell therapy procedures are administered via either a simple injection or an implant surgery that uses this adhesives like fibrin glue. Although with its advantages of minimally invasive, transmission rate of simple injection is as low as 1%, as you can see on the graph on the right side. As such, its efficacy varies between patients by patients. But in an implant surgery, fixation of therapeutic materials is possible, but its application is limited in cases other than open cavities, such as nervous system and other systems. If we want to expand the use of cell therapy, we need to come up with a minimally invasive surgery, minimally invasive but physical method that can deliver and fixate the therapeutic agent to the desired lesion site, which differs from patients to patients. So Biot Korea's stem cell navigator guides externally an injectable magnetic therapeutic delivery agent to various affected areas in the body via the electromagnetic actuation. After guided treatment, the patient is asked to put on a wearable device that will aid the fixation of the therapeutic materials. The medical device platform we developed is minimally invasive and has a targeted therapeutic effect. I'd like to first explain to you how the stem cell navigator would treat osteoarthritis. Biot Korea expects that stem cell navigator will provide a minimally invasive and effective treatment that uses adipose stem cell, bone marrow aspirate concentrate, and other therapeutic materials needed to be fixated to the targeted area. First, we extract the required therapeutic materials via the existing BMAC procedure and loading it onto the MMP scaffold that we developed. And then we inject those scaffolds around the damaged cartilage using an injector that can control flow, amount, and velocity. Afterward, we create an external magnetic field using an electromagnetic actuation device to guide the micro-delivery agent to the lesion site. Lastly, we equip the patients with the wearable device that is made of permanent magnet to fixate and engraft the therapeutic agent. And that's all the procedure. And it is minimally invasive, and it enables the physical way of delivery of therapeutic materials. The external actuation device operates for less than 10 minutes, and the whole procedure requires about 30 minutes. Now I will explain the details behind our technology. We possess 2 technologies for the manufacture of microbots that can deliver various types of therapeutic materials. PLGA scaffold has porosity to be able to load cell therapeutics. We also have the technology to manufacture hyaluronic-based, acid-based microscaffold for the delivery of therapeutic materials that aid recovery. Our company is currently manufacturing those samples for the GLP procedure at our ISO Class 7 cleanroom facility. The external actuation device that guides microrobots has completed efficacy evaluation via animal testing device. going through an evaluation to be certified as a device for human body. As you can see in the video on the left side, the EMA device enables precise guidance of the microbus to the area affected with osteoarthritis. We also verified the engraftment via the wearable device in an animal biopsy model too. And we confirmed that our scaffolds do not have negative effect on cell loading and manipulation, and that the 3 cell types successfully differentiated into cartilage cells in vitro. Also, the microscaffolds injected into the animals were metabolized successfully in the body and then discharged. There was no inflammatory gene expression found during in vivo experiment, thus proving its safety. According to the results of the animal studies, the stem cell navigator showed the best regeneration effect as demonstrated in the relevant osteoarthritis defect model. Biot Korea published the studies in the Science Robotics journal in January 2020. The stem cell navigator achieves consistent treatment effects by targeting the therapeutic materials to affected areas, which are different depending on the patient via an injective procedure as opposed to a surgical procedure. Also, it is a minimally invasive procedure. We plan to leverage this innovative procedure to expand the market for cell therapy and increase the number of patients receiving such therapies. In the osteoarthritis treatment market, patients in the terminal stage according to the KNL grade are the most frequent recipients of cell therapy. Early to mid-stage osteoarthritis patients receive physical therapy and painkillers that cannot limit the disease progression. Stem Cell Navigator aspires to become a dominant player in the market by providing a minimally invasive and regenerative cell therapy to early to mid-stage osteoarthritis patients. Biot Korea is working together with domestic pharmaceutical companies to make the initial market entry by targeting multiple general hospitals and hospitals specialized for joint treatment. The size of osteoarthritis patients domestically is approximately 5 million, and our company expects to see profits in the second year following clinical trials. The Stem Cell Navigator embodies a convergence of technologies. It combines technologies spanning material, tissue, and mechanical engineering. Products that apply either one of those technologies exist currently. However, Biot Korea is the only company that is developing a platform that fuses those technologies all together. Our company's technology that delivers cell therapy with a minimally invasive method is a platform technology. It can be applied to not only osteoarthritis, but the nervous system as well. Our company is working with research institutions in Korea and in global to develop relevant source technology. So next, I'd like to explain you the wholly automated platform for molecular diagnostics that our company is currently developing, and it's called RAPIDS platform. In the past 1 year and a half, in the midst of COVID-19 pandemics, 5 million sampling was conducted worldwide on a daily basis. However, we have not been able to stem the spread of pandemic, and the medical personnel's fatigue levels have been on the rise continuously. The situation demands us to come up with a sustainable system for epidemic prevention that will pave the path toward a resumption of international trade and commerce and prepare us for the pandemics in the future. The existing molecular diagnostic industry is not capable of stopping the spread of pandemic, nor conducting testing and trace of large populations. The preparation phase and the PCR diagnostic phase for the molecular diagnostics are automated. Meanwhile, the initial phase of sample collection is still conducted manually by medical personnel. This manual nature of the initial phase has created a huge obstacle in our effort to overcome the pandemic as it exhausted the physical strength of our medical personnel and increased the time it takes for the molecular diagnostics. The specimen collection robot that we are developing is aimed at lessening the workload of the medical personnel and creating a more effective epidemic prevention system. The robot allows a medical professional to operate remotely a slave device to collect specimen. The device is capable of doing 6 DOF motions so that it can be maneuvered just like the hand of a medical profession conducting specimen collection with a swab. In other words, it can collect nasopharyngeal specimen with a high confidence level. The system we are developing is equipped with a video display and a pressure sensor. The pressure sensor notifies the medical personnel controlling the slave device if too much pressure is being applied to a person being tested. We are continuously upgrading the system to allow for a wholly automated specimen collection. We designed the system so that the swab and tube could be easily placed. A video-based artificial intelligence technology would automatically identify the nasal cavities and collect specimen automatically, as you can see in this video. Lastly, after the specimen is being collected, the part where the swab is placed in a tube and the tube is sealed would be automated as well, thus minimizing the chances of medical personnel being exposed to a highly contagious specimen. Our company verified the non-inferiority of our robust specimen collection capability against a medical professional's manual specimen collection in a non-clinical environment. We applied pathogenic bacteria on a face model, then had a human and a robot collect specimen from the face model and measure the detection density in the molecular diagnostics device in the same environment. Same measurements were shown, and we confirmed that the efficacy of our robust specimen collection. Right now, medical personnel experiences high levels of fatigue due to always having to wear protective gears on the job and manning the collection sites. Our company expects to minimize their fatigue levels with our specimen collection robot. Also, authorities in charge of epidemic prevention can dispatch these specimen collection robots to where there is a high demand for specimen collection, and these robots will shorten the time it takes to conduct mass sampling. The specimen collection robot can shorten the overall time it takes for molecular diagnostics too. It also allows for molecular diagnostics with minimal involvement of medical personnel. During the pandemics, the molecular diagnostics specimen collection limits were brought to light. Some companies have developed specimen collection robots. The Taiwanese company wanted suite product development, so used an existing commercial robotic arm to build a remotely controlled specimen collection system. However, the entire system costs over $80,000, and thus mass supply and distribution of this system to where they are needed is difficult. The Singaporean company's robotic system is self-collection of specimen, but it is only capable of doing 1 DOF motions, and it also lacks conformity. Our company's specimen collection robot is capable of doing 6 DOF motion. It is the only medical robotic system that has a lightweight and price competitiveness. It allows medical personnel who would otherwise be manning collection sites to return to where patients and focus on treating them. This robotic system will minimize the required medical infrastructure in a future pandemic situation. Also, our company is working with Korean Institute of Machinery and Materials to develop a wholly automated system that can carry out every step from specimen collection to molecular diagnostics. Right now, too many medical personnel are tasked with the collecting specimen from thousands of people. With a wholly automated specimen collection system, we can maximize the amount of collection and make it possible to run diagnostics for 1,000 individuals over 2 PCR tests with a pooling-based PCR device. If we have specimen collection robot and a miniaturized POCT PCR device combined into an integrated system, we will be able to send the integrated system to remote places if need be, conduct molecular diagnostics swiftly, and quarantine symptomatic individuals accordingly. For an example of this system application would be in the airports in the post-COVID-19 era. Trade and commerce hubs such as airports will always have molecular diagnostic happening to detect any mutations of the virus. The current molecular diagnostics environment requires medical personnel's involvement, and total inspection in such an environment is difficult to carry out. Our company expects to be able to conduct such total inspections in places like airports if we adapt the diagnostic kits and contact-free navigation system. Our company developed and worked with research institutions to adopt a wholly automated molecular diagnostic solution. Our company has obtained patents for the relevant source technologies through technology transfer from leading research organizations in Korea. For a stronger intellectual property rights protection, we've been working with a patent attorney's office to file patent applications too. And our company has received research grants from various institutions and have been commercializing relevant technologies. So far, we have received approximately over 20 billion Korean won in grants and have been conducting research and development in a systematic manner. Lastly, our company is seeking to expand our capital as a startup. We are currently fundraising for our Series A round and would welcome any increase from interested investor. So this concludes our part of investor relations, and feel free to ask if you have any questions. Thank you.